that we pay level. So we got both of those bills out. So if you can, relatively briefly, because I would love to get to value them both, tell us how you voted on those income tax bills and property tax bills and why. We'll start.
I voted for both of them enthusiastically. Representative Johnson talked about the study session that we had a couple weeks ago with the county commissioners, and it was a great conversation. And I echo what Representative French said. Commissioner Smith and Commissioner Stephen are two tax hawks in our county commission. I mean, they're the voice of fiscal conservatism in our county commission, but not everybody up there is as enthusiastic about dropping the mill levy as they are, and so there was a bit of a heated conversation. And in addition to the folks up here on the stage now, our state senator decided to come, Democrat Jeff Pittman, and it was really interesting. The meeting wasn't televised, and I wish it was, because if it been televised, it really kind of peeled the veneer off of where conservatives stand versus where Democrats stand on taxes. He got up there and wailed and moaned about how terrible the property tax bill is. It is awful. There's so many terrible things in this property tax bill. And then somebody pointed out, Jeff, didn't you vote for it? Well, yeah, I voted for it, but it's awful. It's awful. And the reason he voted for it is because he wants to get reelected, and he was hearing from all his constituents that it's out of control. The valuations keep going up, and the mill levies don't drop, and so the net effect is that our property taxes are going up every year. And I just told you on the Kansas Emergency Management Act that it's my belief that every decision that the government makes should be made by elected officials who are answerable to the people that they represent. And for years, the decision has been made by an assessor, a property value assessor, who's raising all our taxes. And so this reinserts the voice of the people through their elected county commissioners, city commissioners, school board members, because now the school board's under the same rule. It reinserts our voices through those elected officials back into the process of determining our taxes. And if we don't like the decision they make, they'll be accountable to the voters at the ballot box, and we can change captains of the ship if we don't like the way they're steering it. But one other thing that he said on the way out, Senator Pittman said on the way out, that I wanted to take just a second with, was as he was on his way out, he said, "Yeah, and then they cut taxes for all those multinational corporations, so now we're going to have a big budget problem." I don't know a lot of multinational corporations that are taking the individual standard deduction on their income taxes. I don't know what planet this guy comes from. This tax cut is about returning the Trump tax cuts, the federal tax cuts, back to you because of a quirk in our tax law. If you itemize federal, you had to itemize state, and if you took the standard deduction federal, you had to take the standard deduction state. And when the federal standard deduction went up, right, it basically turned into a backdoor tax hike for you on your state taxes. All we did was allow families and those small businesses that are sole proprietorships and those small businesses that are filing to decouple them so they could get those tax cuts back. And that's all about putting money in your pockets, but also putting money back in the pockets of the small business owners so they can rehire all these people that Governor Kelly put out of work with their shutdown. And frankly, I think that's why they didn't want it.
Thank you very much.